Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be making green juice. So I have this lettuce that's been in my fridge for like a couple weeks now, and I can tell it's like getting to the point where if I don't consume it in the next couple of days, like I'm gonna have to toss it out, and I really don't want to do that. So I figured I would just make some green juice. I have these apples. I just bought these the other day. I've never tried these type of apples before. They're opal apples, like the yellow kind. These are so good. I've never had this before. I tried it the other day and I just was like, how have I went my entire life without trying these type of apples? Like literally so good. So I have that, and then I have one cucumber that I'm gonna use, and then I'm gonna use a lemon, and that should make enough to have about 3 servings. So I have these water bottles that I use from Amazon. They will be linked below if you do want to use them. It is an affiliate link, just a heads up. And just to be clear, I'm not gonna actually use all of the lettuce. I'm just gonna use maybe a third of what's in here, just because it'll be really strong. Unless you're someone who really likes like a strong flavor, I wouldn't use all of the lettuce. It really just depends. Me personally, I like using a ratio that's about 40-60 when it comes to how sweet I want something to be. So I'll use about 40% veggies, 60% fruit, and that ends up being like a really good balance in my opinion. So yeah, not gonna be using all of this, gonna be using a third. And then I'm gonna maybe do like lettuce tacos or something, just so that I don't waste all of it. And then I might just even give the other third to like my family. So that's that. Like I said, I have 3 of these reusable bottles. I might have enough to make 4, I'll kind of just see. And then I have this because I have to wash the fruit and veggies real quick. I should say lettuce. And then I have my pitcher. So I like to mix everything in my pitcher before I put it into the reusable bottles, just because it gets even, right? Like I just like to mix everything before I pour it, because I want to make sure all of the drinks that I have are going to taste the same. So that is that. I'm gonna put this here. So I'm gonna wash everything and then I'm gonna start juicing. I'll probably just play background music as I upload this video, just because when you juice, it's super loud and I don't really feel like talking over myself as I'm juicing. It's gonna be really difficult for you guys to hear me, so you can enjoy the next couple minutes of me juicing with some audio that I'll have in the background. Okay, so we're gonna start. So like I said, we're gonna use a third of the lettuce. I feel so bad that I let this last in my fridge as long as I did. I don't know about you guys, but like I literally hate wasting. I just hate wasting fruits and veggies. It's like the worst feeling ever. So I'm gonna actually do this over here by the sink. But yeah, this had been in my fridge and I just kept eyeing it, and it was eyeing me like, girl, are you gonna consume it or what? Like, been hanging out in the fridge for a while now. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna wash the apples. I actually ended up using 2 of the like pieces of the lettuce that I had, because I forget honestly how much lettuce, like how little when you juice lettuce, like you don't really get that much. So as I was washing the lettuce, I said, you know what, let me just get most of this. So I'm gonna wash the apples. I'm gonna toss this. We don't need it anymore. And then yeah, we'll wash these. And the lemon, of course. And then we just have the cucumber to wash. Okay, so I'm all wet. I'm gonna actually put my picture in the back here for a second. So when I juice, it really just depends on what I'm juicing. I'm gonna start with the cucumber, and I mean, it really depends on what type of juicer you have. I have the Hamilton Beach. It's not the biggest juicer, and honestly, I would even say, as a person who's just getting started, like, it is a pretty good one to use, but there are other maybe better ones if you're willing to, you know, put a little bit more money up front. For now, this is working. I'm definitely planning on getting a new one for myself over the holidays. I've had this for like almost 5 months now, and it's working just fine, but sometimes I find myself having to chop a little more, and that is more time consuming versus a juicer where you could probably throw this entire cucumber in. Right now, I don't mind chopping, so I just chopped the edge off. This has been in the fridge for like a little over a week, so it's you could tell, like, it's really looking at me like the lettuce was like, girl, it's time to consume us. Because my juicer is not too big, I'm probably gonna just cut this into like thirds, and then I'm gonna leave this here to the side because I think I just want to chop everything real quick and then start juicing. The apples, so I just cut these in half because that way it'll fit into the juicer that I have. Again, some juicers are big enough where you won't have to cut. You can just kind of toss them in. Right now, I don't mind. It doesn't literally bother me at all. So we're just gonna cut these. And then with the lemon, so it depends on how zesty you want your juice to be. If you don't mind it being like a little bit zesty, then you can just literally chop this and throw the entire lemon in there. Me personally, I don't mind. Sometimes it just depends on what I'm juicing exactly, but I'll actually peel like the outside of the lemon and then only like throw the inside part in the juicer if I don't want it to be that zesty, because if you do throw it in there like I'm going to now, you can definitely tell like the flavor is it's just a lot more zesty. I don't mind, I like it that way, but some people might not. It might kind of disrupt the flavor for them, so it really just depends on what your preference is. So I'm gonna start juicing all of this and then throw everything into the pitcher that I have behind me. I also have the lettuce behind me as well, so I'll kind of mix as I go, and then you guys will see how I throw everything into the reusable juicing bottles that I have. So we're doing the cucumber first. These bottles over here. This pitcher that I have, so the last drink that I made, I used turmeric, and that'll kind of happen if you use turmeric. It will maybe stain what you're using a little bit, but I promise it's clean. I washed it and it's only me drinking this. It's not like I'm serving it to anyone, so I don't really care. But here's the cucumber, and then now we will do the lettuce that's behind me. This is still kind of wet, so I think I'm just gonna even put it right here. Actually, I don't know about you guys, but honestly sometimes I can get kind of messy in the kitchen. It is what it is, that's just me. So throwing my lettuce in here. If anyone has tips on types of knives and whatnot to use, let me know, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty simple girl. I use this knife for everything, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we're juicing the lettuce. And like I said, I ended up using 2/3 of what was in the bag, just because I figured, you know what, anytime I ever juice lettuce, like, you really don't get that much out of it, truly. So I said, let me just use 2/3 of it, because I have those 5 apples, and if it's still kind of strong, I have that pineapple in the back, I can add some of that. But I didn't want to use it for celery juice. I was planning on making celery juice this weekend, so we'll just have to see. The last little bit that I have. is what came out of the lettuce juice. Obviously you guys saw how much I juiced. That was literally 2/3 of the bag for all of this. So some people might say, is that really like cost effective? I mean, it really just depends on you. For me, I kind of got to the point where, because it was sitting in the fridge longer than I wanted it to, like it was literally gonna go to waste. So in this case, it makes more sense to juice it because I'm going to consume it. But others might say, you know what I mean? Like that is a little bit of juice just for all that lettuce. So it really depends on you. I'm gonna mix this. And then the last thing that I have is the apples. So juice that. Okay, so that's pretty much filled to the rim. I probably could have done like one less apple a second ago. But I still have half an apple left to juice, and then I have my lemons to add. And sometimes it'll bother me because it can get really messy when you're juicing. But this is the rest of the juice right here from the apples, I should say. And I did that because I wanted you guys to see how much juice I would get from just the lemon alone. So last thing. And that is that lemon juice. Okay, so this might actually be more than 3 servings. And sometimes that'll happen. Like I'll just anticipate that, you know, I made enough for 4 drinks or 5 or whatever the case may be. And it'll actually be a little bit more. Sometimes a little bit less. It really just, like I said, depends. So in this case, I'm gonna actually grab another paper towel to wipe this down real quick. But yeah, in this case, this is probably, well, we'll see. It might be like 3 and like a little bit kind of left over. If that's the case, then I'll just drink some out of one of my cups right now. And what I really like about juicing is that you can make enough for the entire week. Obviously, this is just gonna be, you know, for the weekend essentially. But typically what I'll do, and probably what I'll do after I make this video, is just make my celery juice anyway, because cleaning up after you juice can be kind of a lot. Like it can get really messy and it can be kind of a pain to clean up your juicer. So it makes sense to make enough juices that it'll last you, you know, the entire week. That way, you know, you prep for the week and then you clean everything and you don't really have to think about it. And the juices will last. Like I usually keep mine in the fridge for like 2 to 3 days. Oh, this might be perfect. I'll keep it in the fridge for like 2 to 3 days. If you make enough for the entire week, I definitely recommend putting these in the freezer just so that it stays fresh, because the longer it stays in the fridge, like it can lose its nutrients. And the point of juicing is so that you're getting all the antioxidants and all the good stuff from what you're consuming, but it'll only last like 2-3 days really. So throwing it in the freezer helps keep everything, you know, fresh. It preserves all of the antioxidants and nutrients. And then when you are ready to drink your juice, just remove it from the freezer and then let it thaw in your fridge overnight, and then boom, it's good to go the next day. So okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, I'm not gonna force it. I think I kind of put a little bit too much in this, me trying to make it perfect. Well, now I put too much back. Sometimes I'm a little OCD, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so what's left in here? I mean, I have these like little cups here. It might be enough to just fit it in here, maybe like half, I don't know, we'll see. Look at that. So I'm gonna drink this, give it a taste try. Oh my God. Oh, that combination. I'm telling you guys, those freaking apples, like, that's probably like the sweetest apple I've ever tried. It is so damn good. Like, try the, what do I even say what kind of apples they are? Like, I've never even seen them at the store. I swear it's like, when I saw it, I was like, is this like limited edition or something? Like, I've never seen these apples, but dude, hold on. That's so good. That's ridiculous. I have to make that again. I have to buy those apples again. Like, that's so freaking good. That amount of lettuce that I use, that's really good. So sometimes when I'm juicing, like, I don't know, like there's some things, like I do really like the taste of celery. So I don't mind doing like a 50-50 ratio, or even 60-50, when it, like 60% celery and then 40% whatever fruit that I use, because I like the taste of celery. But cucumber is one of those where it's sometimes a little too strong for me, and so is lettuce. Like I can't just have lettuce plain like that, or like have too much lettuce in the juices that I make. But I feel like that combination of using 2/3 of the bag that I had with the 1 cucumber, with the 5 apples, like the 1 lemon, oh my god, dude, try this recipe. Let me know what you guys think if you do. Again, what I made was enough to make 3 servings. These are 12-ounce bottles. You can find 8-ounce bottles on Amazon. Some people don't like drinking this much juice. It's a lot for them. So if you choose to buy, you know, the 8-ounce bottles, then you'd probably be able to make about 4 of these, maybe close to 5. But yeah, this is a good amount, I think. I'll probably drink one, definitely. I might drink one today, I'm not even gonna lie. But this will last me over the weekend, and that is it. Cheers. If you do try this, please let me know what you think, how you like it. And I will be doing more videos like this. If there's different types of juicing recipes you want me to try, let me know. I'm always super down and excited to just try different things when it comes to juicing. I just started juicing 5 months ago, and I'm obsessed. Like I love it. It's just such an easy way, such a good way, you know, to put good things into your body. That's healthy for you. So let me know in the comments if you liked this video, found value in this video. Please give it a like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.